Veteran-owned businesses are one of the most underserved markets, despite them being over 2.5 million entrepreneurs, founders that are veterans here in the United States, guys. These businesses are generating over $1 billion in annual revenue. They create millions of jobs. But guys, they're also more likely to experience lots of challenges, shortfalls, denials when they're going to get funded, when they're going to the bank, more than non-veteran owned businesses. Did you know that 60% of veteran-owned businesses have already reported experiencing issues with getting funded? Compare that to 50% of non-veteran-owned businesses. This is concerning, you guys, especially when it comes to getting approvals so that they can grow their business. Okay, entrepreneurship, small business is vital to this nation. And when companies need money, where do they go? Well, they go to their bank. And if the bank is turning them down, then where do they go? Well, they're going to go online. What happens when you go online? Well, it could be time consuming, right? It's more of like a shotgun approach, right? You're sort of shooting in the dark, hoping that you hit one that's going to give you an approval. These are the only things that are out there for our veterans, right? And I think that we can do better, don't you? So we are here to literally change those odds. Guys, here at the Domino Effect, we acknowledge that there's an imbalance, okay? I'm Dominique, CEO and founder of Domino Effects Group, a financial literacy and funding platform for entrepreneurs, and the Domino Effect, this channel where we provide free courses, free trainings, and all kinds of resources to help you get money to start and grow your business. Yes, guys, there is an imbalance, right? But I'm not quantifying it, all right? I'm not even gonna let it anger me because guys, that's what puts you in the problem space, okay? Instead, I want you to do what I'm doing, all right? I'm saying no, no. In my world, women get at least 50% of funding, all right? So come over here because it's fucking awesome, all right, you guys? It's fucking awesome over here. My job is to continue to work, continue to create resources, and be a bridge for funding that's going to help you grow your business, guys. It's actually effortless to get funding. And DFX, the Domino Effect, this is the place. This is an infinite connected world where you can get funded. You have so many freaking options, guys. It's awesome. So welcome to the Domino Effect. Welcome to my world, guys, because on this channel, it is raining money, y'all. I want everyone to be here. That is my goal, to have more and more people here. So hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so that I can continue to put out more free courses, more free training, and more free resources to help you grow your business. So let's get into it. All right, Dominoes, you have a lot of options if you're a vet. And by the way, thank you for your service. My father was in the military. He was in the Army. So thank you to all of the veterans out there. And in today's training, I'm going to walk you through all of the options that you guys have. So let's dive in, guys. We want to get started with one of the best programs that's out there, right? This is the Veterans Advantage program through the SBA. There are so many benefits through this program, guys. When we're talking about SBA, we're talking about easier, we're talking about quicker. And SBA has a specific loan that's actually designed for vets. This actually expedites the whole approval process, okay? We're talking like a month as opposed to months, okay? SBA is the best when it comes to the longest terms with the lowest interest rates. And there's tons of programs that you can choose from, but typically we're talking about a 7A, right? This is money that's going to be used generally for working capital, guys. So for an SBA loan, like I said, you're going to get low interest, you're going to get long terms, you're going to get low payments, okay? What is that going to allow you to do? It allows you to borrow a lot more money. We're talking like hundreds and thousands of dollars, even millions, okay? So we're talking about all of this money that you can get, but here's the good part. It's going to be able to help you keep your payments affordable. Now, keep in mind, SBA is also one of the hardest loans to get, one of the hardest loans that you can qualify for, okay? You need to have established business credit and you need to have good personal credit. You'll need financials that are at least 2 to 3 years showing that you're making some kind of profit, guys, okay? You want to have collateral, something that you can pledge, right, as an asset that's going to be equivalent to the amount that you're trying to borrow. And you can do a combination of both your personal and your business for this, right? But if you have those components, if you have those things, then that's a sure win. This is the easiest type of financing that you can get. If you're a vet, then you can actually expedite the process, like we said. You streamline it, make it faster. It's an easier approach. Now, guys, let's say that you actually don't have everything that you need to qualify. You're like, wait, I'm a vet, but I don't hit all of those points, Dominique. What do I do? Well, you have other options, right? Remember, we're talking about options here. Listen, we're going to be talking about private lenders, the alternative finance space. Platforms like DFX. You absolutely want to utilize platforms like us because alternative financing, private lenders, these are typically easier to get than SBA. And bonus, we actually work with SBA lenders in our network as well. We do SBA Express programs that can go up to 500,000 programs and lines of credit for 150,000, okay? So, but for this, you'll typically need an average or better credit, okay? So 680, I've seen a little bit lower, but you don't want to be shooting for lower, okay? So 680 is right around where what I'm seeing, and typically 1 year of tax returns to get approved, guys. But you'll see really nice, terms, like I said, 500,000, 350,000 offer, $150,000 line of credit, but you'll get a considerable amount of money for this, guys. And it's an easier approval route. Your credit doesn't have to be as good as it does with the traditional SBA. You don't need, your standard collateral for this. You need cash flow, though. You do need some kind of cash flow over the last year, but you meet these requirements and boom, you can typically get approved. All right, next we're talking about grants. And I get tons of questions about grants, guys. So there are many grants out there for veterans. There's tons of grants out there for women too. If you're a woman and you're a vet, then absolutely be looking into these. And you should 100% be going to grants.gov if you're a vet. You can look at all of the federal grants that are available in the grant system. There's tons of private vet grants in there as well. A lot of them are coming from, nonprofits. We work with private investors, but, a lot of it is coming from resources that actually want to work with you, that want to help you, okay? You can go to other resources like Grant Watch as well. They have resources from your city, from your community, so from your state. So go onto these websites and check it out, you guys, because grants are money, honey, that you don't have to pay back. So get out there, and any of these options are work for you, especially if you're a vet, especially if you're a woman, especially if you're a minority. There's tons of it. And here's a bonus, guys. Go on LinkedIn. You would be surprised with the amount of grants that I have been able to find and channel out to some of my students that I have found on LinkedIn. And not just that, pitch competitions, accelerators. You want to be reaching out and looking at some of these resources. All right, guys. And next up, we have P2P loans. This is basically crowdfunding for your business. Okay. So there's tons of private P2P lenders out there. You probably already heard of some of them. You probably heard of Lending Club. You probably heard of Prosper. These are popular P2P lenders that really tend to give preferential treatment to lenders. So make sure when you're looking at P2P lending that, you're deciding which program will work for you. Look in and make sure that you qualify. They are an easier source to get than SBA loans. They're an easier source to get because they're fast. All right. So they're fast, guys. You can get approved the same day. You can even get funded in 72 hours. But one thing I do want you guys to be aware of is going out and applying randomly online. Remember, we talked about this. Okay. So one of the advantages of working with a platform like ours is because of the volume and the relationship that we have with our network, we typically are able to negotiate better deals. Don't ask me why, but when you come to them as a consumer, you're not going to get the same treatment. Okay. So unfortunately, that's just the way it is, guys. But I don't even know why I just said unfortunately. That is a win. I just gave you a huge bonus. Okay. That's the way it is. So you can come on in and you can take advantage of that. Duh. So moving on, lenders and credit unions. Guys, I'm sure you've heard of something called Navy Federal. Navy Federal, I mean, it's not even in the name, right? They focus on veteran-owned programs. They focus on veteran-owned businesses. They're great for credit lines. They're great for loans, okay? So, guys, take advantage of these programs, okay? Don't forget about business credit either. You do not want to sleep on business credit, especially if you are experiencing no cash flow, no credit, no collateral. You're a startup. You're in the startup phase, right? You got to ask yourself, do I want to dip in as much with my personal credit, with my savings, with all of that, right? Especially if you're in a relationship and you're married, I'm sure your spouse is at some point going to be like, listen, honey, what the fuck? Like, don't do that shit, right? So make sure you establish business credit. Guys, I'm going to give you a little tip here. I've had clients from startups all the way to established businesses. Let's talk about I'll give you a real life example that just happened. Startup business, multi-million dollar business, did not go back and rectify the address, barred them from funding, okay? From 200,000 all the way down to 34. Okay. Now, are they barred? No. Okay. It's not even a barring, but I mean, it's a delay. So it's up to them now. It's in their hands. You go and you take care of the address, you come back, boom, you've got the 200,000. Or you continue to stay where you are and you only get the 34,000 or nothing. And that's it. Like, so guys, don't sleep on reaching out, scheduling your consult, get your one-on-one. It's a free finance assessment with myself or with my team. We are here to support you. Okay. You can get the things that you need for your business. You can buy 90% of the things that you need without having to kill your personal credit. Okay. So don't do that. You don't have to use your personal guarantee. Invest your personal guarantee. Will you use it eventually? Yes, but you don't want to use it when you don't have to. Okay. And there you have it, guys. The best choices for credit loans, for lines of credit, for credit cards that you can get as a veteran-owned business. Whether you can get faster approvals, you can get better terms, you can get great rates. Now, you guys, if you want to access a lot more options for your fundings, then you need to make sure that you're grabbing our free guide, okay? 20 serious ways to get money for your business. All you got to do is comment DFX and we'll send it right over. Okay. You can also go to our Beacon site, link in the description, and check out some of our links there and resources that you can continue to use to get money for your business. All right. Did you get value from this training? Then make sure you hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. You know the YouTube algorithm, right? Keep an eye out for our next training where we're going to be talking about more cool ways and resources for you to get the money that you need to start and grow your business.